I'm Bill Genasci. I work out of the office in Turlock. I am the Director of Operations for the state of California. When I started, I just wanted to be a little more involved. This was way beyond what I thought would ever happen. From the first day that I was a delegate, I got a chance to meet people from all over the West Coast. When I became a director, then it was, instead of one weekend a year, it was 4 times a year. We became, through those meetings, almost like a family. Our wives came to the meetings, everybody got along. We just really developed a relationship. Well, that continued through all the people that came after. On the board side, on the farmer side, it's that family relationship. Once you get to All West and settle in, you don't leave. And it's a family atmosphere, and everybody cares about everybody else, and we all care about our customers. Harold was traveling back and forth continuously, and he asked me to try to help him find somebody to manage this California end so he wouldn't have to be on the road so long. One day on a trip between Turlock and Lake Tahoe for a board meeting convinced me that I could probably do this for a little while part-time. That was just until they found somebody qualified to take it over, and ended up I'm still here. Make sure you're doing what you like to do. If you don't enjoy going to work, it will be the longest 40 years of your life. But if you enjoy what you're doing, you enjoy the people you're working with. I've had the opportunity to work with terrific people, whether they're from Select Sires or All West employees or the dairymen we serve. Not every day has been rainbows and sunshine, but almost all of them have been. So choose your career wisely, and it'll go by so fast. I mean, it seems like I just started, and it's about time to step aside and let the next generation take over. As we proceed forward, there will be some changes. There are always changes, and as long as I can be around to help that, I will do that. And when I'm no longer needed, I will wander into the sunset.
Well, I've known Bill for basically my whole life. He was friends with my folks before my folks even got married. So I've never not known Bill.
Growing up with my dad being a registered Holstein breeder, the Genasci name was very respected, and they had bred great cattle like my dad did, so it was a name I knew pretty well before coming to work for Select.
Well, I first met Bill when he was a director for All West Select Sires. He was one of the directors that when you had a function at All West, that he would come and ask if he could help.
I've known Bill for about 37 years. When I was working for Superior Sires, he was a good friend to Superior Sires and Lloyd Beer and Tom Olson, who I worked for then.
I was working for Superior Sires. Tom and Lloyd encouraged us all to become members of the Redwood Empire Holstein Club.
Got to know Bill when he took over when Superior Sires was bought by All West. Bill knew us, and just a good fit, and he is a good fit.
The first time I met Bill was at a restaurant where Jim Wills had taken Tamara and I out for dinner, and Bill was just so happily there.
I met Bill in March of 2000 when I met him and Harold Catlin for dinner. And in typical Harold Catlin fashion, he was trying to entice me to possibly consider coming to work for All West. And he used his famous line, "You know, we don't pay very well, but you're going to love working for us." We'd just finished steak and lobster. Bill turned to me and said, "And you're going to eat pretty well too."
I just can't even imagine not having Bill.
Bill has been a confidant, a source of advice, a counsel, a trusted advisor. Quite frankly, I don't know how you could do this job without Bill Genasci.
I have no idea how it's going to be without him around here. I've never known any different around here.
Bill is loyal.
Kind.
Thoughtful.
Amazing.
Wise.
Loyal.
Fair.
Irreplaceable.
A friend.
Everybody has bulls. Everybody has products. They all say they have the best and the most fertile. It's the people that sets us apart.
word synonymous with all West Select Sires is family. Bill is a well-respected member of our family and also of the community and the industry that he has helped guide, mentor, and shape.
He's an amazing guy, many talents, skill levels, as smart as they come, as patient as they come. Has to be patient when he has employees like me, I guess.
He believes in the company.
Bill's just been a great team leader, encourages everybody, respects everybody, and I think that makes them respect him.
If there ever was a situation that came up that we needed to talk about that might have been uncomfortable, I always felt that he dealt with it very fairly. Gave me an opportunity to actually work through the problems myself and be a part of the solution.
Bill is a very kind, fair person. For example, Bill would call me and say, Alan, we have a problem. It's your fault, Alan, but I'm going to share it with you. And most of the time he'd always come up with something that ended well for everybody involved and still kept the company in great light too.
Bill Genasci's always had our back, whether at good times or the bad times.
Tulare Farm Show, we stayed in some less than great accommodations. We stayed in a room that was $49 a night, but during the farm show you paid $249 a night for it. And our beds were, to say the least, not real good, and you had to lay on them with your arms and legs spread to keep from rolling off. And one morning about 5 a.m. I hear this giant crash, look over the bed, and there's Bill Genasci on the floor on his back, but still a grin from ear to ear saying, "Good morning, Pat."
When we competed against All West, I knew just by how they did business or how they operated, there was somebody with a good, strong hand on the rudder. You could sense that. Now that I'm with All West, I knew who had their hand on that rudder, and that was Bill.
He would call me, ask how things were going, and maybe the next sentence was, "Oh, Don, tell me things are going good. I'd like to hear if things are going good." And 99% of the time it was.
I can remember one time being pretty upset over something that probably looking back wasn't all that important, and kind of ranting and raving to Bill and being with his patience and just kind of listened to me, and at the end of the conversation, or one-sided conversation, he just looked at me and asked me if I felt better about myself now, and to be honest with you, I did.
When you're a leader, you're going to be the person that needs to be called when there's a problem, and you can either be the person that has to be called or the person that we want to call. And Bill was always the person that I wanted to call because he'd always listen to both sides, always very patient and very kind.
Bill taught me not to assume, and then I always told him everything, and I let him decide what he wanted to keep in his knowledge or what he was going to do about it. But I always tried to make sure he knew everything that I knew.
I think Bill wanted to be a coach rather than a boss, and he wanted to always help us be the very best that we could be.
There's some people who've made a real difference in this company, and I'm just happy to be here.
Bill is a major part of All West's success story.
He came with a lot of hats, being the fact that he's been on the board, that he's a dairyman, that he was on the executive board of All West, and he was the president of Select.
There's a lot of good people involved with these organizations, but there's precious few, I think, that have given the time and the energy and the talent to All West and Select Sires that Bill Genasci.
He has a true insight on how to see All West from several different angles.
You know, his knowledge of cows, of pedigrees, of the dairy industry, being a dairyman, a past board member.
I think the fact that he is a dairyman and having to deal with everyday business of dairying, that he has a real understanding of what our customers want, what they need, and what they're looking for.
Bill is a true consensus builder. He's able to get people of different ideas or different points of view together and to agree on a topic so that we can move forward.
Just think his steady hand, ability to listen, his wisdom in guiding All West has really contributed to his success.
Bill, almost 40 years ago, was helping make decisions and tough decisions that have driven us to where we are now.
besides Bill just being in the office, I'm gonna miss hearing his laughs.
He's got that infectious laugh that we all know.
As much as anything, I'm going to miss his laugh.
His ability to listen, and he listened with intent.
I'll miss the opportunity to walk into his office, sit down in the chair, and we would talk like friends.
Just talking about really nothing in particular. It might have been our favorite wine or what the kids were doing or what was playing at the Gallo Center.
Sometimes it's not even about work. Sometimes it's just about how much better the Dodgers are than the Giants.
It's gonna miss you a lot, Bill.
I'm just going to miss him just being a friend and a kind of almost like a second father to me, a fatherly figure, and one of my mentors. And
He might be really glad that he's not there anymore and having to deal with all of us, but well, we're gonna miss him.
wish Bill and Susan and their family have fun on your travel. Well wishes. I look forward to seeing you guys soon.
I pray that you spend a lot of time with your grandkids and do some traveling and do the things that you have not been able to do.
Bill and Susan, I hope you enjoy your retirement, have lots of fun, you've earned it, and enjoy.
I wish for Bill and Susan all the best in the world. Have fun, travel, do everything you want to do.
Bill and Susan, I wish you the best, a life of happiness and God's blessing as you continue on your journey.
I can only hope that Bill and Susan have a great retirement, do lots of traveling, and enjoy the grandkids.
And the happiest of retirement is good health, good fortune. Enjoy it. You've earned it. Bill, you won't be my boss anymore, but you'll always be my friend.
I know Bill wants to travel. He's hoping they aren't babysitting all the time. And I just want them to have a great time. They have been a family to me.
Wish he was 10 years younger. But in all reality, I wish Bill and Susan an opportunity to do some of the things that they wanted to do. And maybe, as much as anything, spend time with those special people that Bill thinks the most of. And those are the people that call him Grandpa.
Well, I want to thank Bill for the years of being a mentor to us.
Thank you, Bill, for all that you do. You're irreplaceable and one of a kind.
I just want to thank Bill for giving me this opportunity to work here almost 21 years ago. We all know I was a pretty young, inexperienced, dumb kid when I started here, and it's worked out great. At least for me, it has. I don't know, maybe not for him.
Thanks for being my boss for 20 years and making it so easy.
Thank you, Bill, for making my work with All West a pleasure.
Thank you for always being the guy that I wanted to call.